Today we're going to make a delicious budget-friendly snack from the pantry. Hey everyone, welcome to Homestead Corner. I'm Ginny. Today we're going to be whipping up some rice pudding from the pantry. This is a super simple recipe. It's really easy to do. When I was a kid, my mom and my grandma made it on the stove, and you gotta stir it and stir it and stir it. This is super easy. We're gonna dump and go with the slow cooker because I love the slow cooker. It's simple and I can get all the other stuff I need to do done. So we're just gonna use a few simple ingredients. We're going to use some milk, and you can use any kind of milk you want for this. It works with oat milk, coconut milk, whatever kind of milk you have, whole milk, 1%, powdered milk. It's all going to work. You just need a quart of milk. And then we're going to use some regular long grain white rice, not parboiled or anything like that, just plain old white rice, the stuff you store for long term. That is beautiful. And a little bit of sugar, cinnamon, maple syrup. And if you want to add anything to this, this is wonderful because you can put so many different things in it, mix it up, and make wonderful treats. We'll do that later towards the end. So let's jump in and get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take 1 cup of white rice, and I put it right in my fine mesh strainer. We're going to take this over to the sink and rinse this until the water runs clear. That helps get all of the dust and anything on there off, so we like to rinse it off first. Okay, once we have our rice all rinsed, and I just, swish it around and make sure the water's running clear. And then we're going to take that 1 cup of rice and put it right into our slow cooker. Simple and easy. I love that. This is such a nice, comforting snack. It reminds me when I was a kid. I just love this, and it's really, really budget friendly. I mean, a cup of rice and some milk, and this is 4 cups of milk. So you're going to need that. We're going to pour this right into our crock pot. And this is, it's so budget friendly. You really can use any kind of milk that you have. That's going to work, if oat milk or any kind of milk, really. And then we're going to take about a 1/2 cup of sugar. And this is up to you as well. You can use maple syrup or honey or whatever you want, monk fruit, stevia, about a 1/2 cup's worth. So it's just going to give it that nice sweetness and make our rice a dessert instead of a side dish. It's so yummy. And then I'm going to grab some vanilla, and we're going to put about a teaspoon in. About that much. I love vanilla. Maybe that's a little heavy, but that's okay. We like that. And then we need about 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And cinnamon's optional. If you don't love cinnamon, you don't have to use it. We don't need a whole lot of it, just about 1/2 teaspoon. There we go. That is going to be delicious. All right, once we have everything in there, we're just going to give this a little stir. I don't go too crazy with it, but just make sure that rice isn't all in one spot, and the sugar, and just mix it around a little bit. And we're going to pop our cover on here, and we're going to let this cook on low for about 4 to 5 hours. If you'd like to add mix-ins, things that you like in there, I will come back about an hour before and do that. So I will see you then. Okay, so this has been cooking, about 3.5 hours, and it's still got a little bit of liquid left in there. This is going to get creamy over the next about 45 minutes to an hour. And so I'm going to add in a little bit of mix-ins that I like. You can do anything. Dried fruit is wonderful. Raisins, cranberries, apricots. I'm going to do a little bit of pecans. I like, maybe 1/4 to a 1/2 cup. Well, throw some pecan pieces in there. I love that. You can also add different types of sweetener, flavors, whatever it is you like. That's the wonderful thing about this. Put a little bit of maple syrup in here because I like that maple pecan. Sometimes I do walnuts. Almonds are great. Just whatever you like. Really, that's the wonderful thing. We're just going to give this a good stir, and then we're going to let this sit and thicken up for probably 45 minutes to an hour till it is a little bit creamier and thicker, which is great. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Just a nice, warm, yummy snack. And that's it. It is so simple and easy to make. Just about 4 hours. 4 to 5 hours depending on your crock pot. It is delicious and simple and so affordable. And we've all got tons of rice in our pantries, I hope, and which is great because you can do so much stuff with it. It really is wonderful. I love the hint of cinnamon in there, and you can skip that if you don't like it. And I also love a little bit of maple syrup in those pecans. They are so good. It is nice and creamy. We love rice pudding. It is affordable and delicious, and it's comforting when it's nice and warm. And if you don't like it warm, this is going to last for a few days in the fridge. You can chill it down and eat it that way. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.